Welcome back to my channel. For this braided ponytail situation, I'm actually starting out on a twist out. Now this twist out actually isn't old at all. I only had it in for a couple days. I just wasn't a huge fan of it and I really wanted a protective style after I had already attempted a protective style a week prior to this that didn't go so well. I really just wanted to put my hair up for a little bit. I love my hair, but sometimes you just want to put it up in a way, and it's nothing like getting yourself ready for the day and your hair is already done, and it's the least of your worries. So this style was actually pretty impromptu. So I started out by first sectioning my hair off into a few sections, and I'm going to use my Rev Air, of course, to get my hair nice and stretched. Now this won't look like my typical blowout because my hair has a good amount of product in it, but I'm fully aware and I just want my hair stretched. It really doesn't have to be perfect. I actually got the idea to do a braided ponytail from Truly Talented Beauty over here on YouTube, and she did it on an old twist out as well, so I figured I'd give it a try. She also did this really cute zigzag part and I really liked it, so I'm attempting that as well. Again, I'm not the best with parting, so after a little bit of patience, I went back in to clean up the zigzag part and it came out pretty well. So after revving my hair, I take a paddle brush to release the definition of my hair. I'm going to sleek my hair back, so I want my hair to be nice and smooth, and I don't need any definition so it's not like lumpy. After I brush the hair, I band each section to maintain the stretch of my hair, just to avoid the hair getting tangled and or shrinking up. Then after I was done, I released all the bands from my hair and my hair looked crazy. It was sticking out straight like Cynthia from the Rugrats. So I went in and brushed throughout the hair again all around just one more time just to get a semi blowout kind of look. Now I'm going to section my hair and clean up the parts to prepare for the sleeking section. I'm using the B-Girl gel from the Do. Great gel. I've said this before, it's a great gel, but it does have a bit of a stench, so if you haven't ever tried this gel, don't be surprised. From here, I just smooth the gel on with my hand first and then with a brush next. And then after that, I'm just going to bun the hair and repeat on each section. In the front, I like to split the sections into smaller sections so the hair lays down better. Okay, so sometimes I underestimate how thick my hair actually is. So I was a little stumped here because I know I needed to braid that ponytail. It was just trying to figure out how. To do just one single braid wasn't really gonna happen. It would have come out loose and it would have unraveled. So I split the ponytail into two, and then I did two small braids. Because when the hair is freshly trimmed like this, sometimes it makes chunky braids and twist a little harder to do. After that, I just grab a large scrunchie or a headband and I double that up and I bun the braids up to get them nice and secure. Now I'm going in with a brush again to smooth my hair, and then I'm going to grab the Got To Be Freeze spray to give my sleek back more hold. I want to make sure this hair stays in place. After that, I just wrap my hair with a scarf. I really want my hair to lay flat, and I also want to mold it as well, so I like to take a traditional blow dryer and I blow it on my hair to help it mold even better and faster. I noticed the scarf had a little open spot in the back, and I don't want to go directly on the hair. I want the hair to be smoothed up under the scarf for a better sleek, so I got a silk scrunchie just to help close that gap in the back, and then I just continue to do the same thing. Alright, now this part is where I really struggled, okay? So I got some pre-stretched braiding hair I had on hand and a couple ponytail holders. So I don't remember where I got this method from or what it's called, but I've seen a couple creators do it this way, and I've been doing it this way ever since. And I just tie the ponytail holder around the center of the hair and create a knot. From there, I take the opening of the ponytail holder and place it around the braided bun and do that a couple more times until it's secure. I actually had 2 packs, so I decided to use both to get a fuller ponytail. Looking back, I think it was a great idea, but looking back, I think this is what made it harder for me because I really can't braid that well. But I did the same exact thing. As I was doing that, my braided bun kind of came loose and I didn't feel like undoing the ponytails. So to fix it at this point, I just took a couple bobby pins to hold it in place. Okay, problem solved. Alright, now here goes my first attempt at braiding the hair. I told y'all I can't braid that well, so I split the hair into 3 sections. And the way I positioned the braiding hair, I had one placed at the top and the other at the bottom, so it would fully cover up my hair, or at least that was the plan. From there, I began to braid, trying to make sure the bun is completely covered. Just by the looks of things, can you point out where I messed up? I feel like Dora. So I forgot to take out a piece of hair to wrap around the start of the ponytail when I was done. So it wasn't even coming out bad, but I knew something just wasn't right. So take 2, second attempt. Same thing now. I put a little hair to the side and tried to braid the hair again. And this time I failed again, yes. I couldn't get into a good rhythm. Like, I don't know, when I braid my hair, if it's not in a good rhythm, 9 times out of 10 that means it looks awful, and I just couldn't get the rhythm. My hands are small and this is a lot of hair. My hand positioning was off, and it just showed. The braid was looking so sloppy. So take 3, and finally I got it right this time. It's not perfect, but it works for me. Listen, after a few failed attempts, I was just happy that it came out looking decent. Now I'm taking the hair that I left out and wrapping it around the area where the ponytail starts to cover up the ponytail holders, and also I wanted to cover up a little bit where the braid is a little sloppy looking. I wasn't too successful with that, but I got a little bit of the braid covered up. And then I spray it with a little Got2b as well to help it further stay in place. Unfortunately, the spray wasn't enough, so I got a couple bobby pins again just to assist securing this part as well. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with my locks, so I just wrapped it around the base of the ponytail too. And this is what the pony looks like. It's not perfect, but I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this, okay? This braid, it works for me. It held up for a few weeks. It did what needed to be done. Now, there were a few flyaways and a few neglected pieces, so what I couldn't cut later on, I just tried to secure it with some more bobby pins. And lastly, I go in again with the Got2b spray one more time. I found my favorite scarf for sleek backs, so I wrapped my hair up in the front with this one, and then I added my other scarf too, more so for the back. And then I got out the blow dryer again, but this time I used the diffuser attachment. I really like to use the diffuser attachment when doing this so I can place it in one spot and it works more focused on multiple parts of the sections at once. Plus my arms get tired, okay? So I really like this because I can just place it on my head and it dry that spot, and I don't have to just wave my arms all around everywhere. All right, you guys, and here we have the final look. Again, it's not perfect, but it is well worth it, okay? I wore this style for a couple weeks and I loved it. My knot at the base of the braid did start to unravel a bit. I just secured it again with more bobby pins. Though I struggled, it still came out pretty well, and I hope this video was really helpful for you guys. Please do me a favor, please like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!